What a weekend for the Philadelphia Eagles. Folks, under the blazing Florida sun at Raymond James Stadium, the Birds walked into Tampa Bay with one goal, to stay undefeated, and they delivered with a 31-25 victory over the Buccaneers. This wasn't just another win on the stat sheet. This was a war of attrition, a test of grit, and a showcase of the kind of defense that Philly fans live for. Linebacker Zach Bond put it best after the game. He stood at the center of it all, sweat dripping, emotions raw, and declared it might have been the best defensive performance of the season. Hard to argue with him when you look at the evidence. Outside of two explosive touchdown passes, one for 77 yards, another for 72, the Eagles smothered the Bucs' offense. Take away those two breakdowns and Tampa would have been held to just 227 yards of total offense, an impressive feat given how shorthanded the Eagles were coming in. Think about it. Cornerback Jacorian Bennett went on injured reserve earlier in the week. Adoree Jackson couldn't go because of a groin injury, and rookie Khalil Ringo had to step into the fire for his first extended snaps of the season. He played 82% of the defensive workload and didn't back down. Then there was a heartbreaker for the defensive line. Agbo Okoronkwo, making his debut, tore his triceps after just 4 plays. Add in the fact that Nolan Smith was already sidelined, and you got a defense missing multiple starters and key rotational pieces. Yet, instead of collapsing, they got stronger. And here's the part that makes Philly fans proud. Twice Tampa Bay marched into the red zone, and twice the Eagles stonewalled them. One drive ended when Bond himself sacked Baker Mayfield, forcing a field goal attempt. Another was crushed when Jahad Campbell, stepping up like a seasoned vet, picked Mayfield off right at the goal line. Those were the kind of moments that shift momentum, the kind that take years off opposing quarterbacks' careers, and ignite a sideline. Even more impressive, this defense was on the field for 72 snaps, their season high, in suffocating heat. Just a week earlier, they logged 66 snaps against the Rams. No rest, no excuses, and no quit when the Bucs threatened late, down 31-23. Campbell's interception and Moro Jomo's clutch sack on Mayfield sealed the deal. Those are names Eagles fans will remember, the so-called unlikely heroes who step up when the lights shine brightest. Of course, defense wasn't the only storyline. The Eagles finally unveiled a wrinkle to their infamous Tush push, or as Philly fans love to call it, the brotherly shove. For those who might not know, it's the play where Jalen Hurts sneaks forward on short yardage while his teammates literally push him from behind. It's been unstoppable, controversial, and uniquely Philadelphia. On Sunday, the Birds took it to another level. 3rd and goal from the 6. Everyone in the building thought they knew what was coming. The Bucs dug in, the pile was ready, and then magic. Hurts faked the shove, handed the ball to Saquon Barkley, and Barkley strolled into the end zone untouched. It wasn't just a touchdown, it was a statement. The Eagles now have a counterpunch to the most talked about play in football. Jalen Hurts, ever the stoic leader, brushed off questions afterward. "You know exactly what you saw," he said, blunt as ever. Head coach Nick Sirianni, on the other hand, allowed himself a little smile. It's an exciting play. Makes it pretty exciting, right? Barkley praised the creativity of coordinator Kevin Patullo, calling it a great call that will force defenses to prepare for even more possibilities. Now, it wasn't all perfect. After a strong first half, the offense sputtered in the second. Hurts went 0 for 8 passing after halftime, and the team finished with negative yardage in the final 2 quarters. That's a red flag, no question, if not for the defense and special teams. A blocked punt return for a touchdown, for example. The Eagles could have been staring at a much different outcome. Yet, as rookie Moro Jomo wisely said after the game, it's better to learn winning than it is to learn losing. That's the mentality of a championship contender. They're undefeated at 4-0, but they're not satisfied, and that's dangerous for the rest of the league. Let's put this win in perspective. The Eagles now have 20 wins in their last 21 games. That's dynasty-type consistency. It recalls the great eras of this franchise, from the gang-green defenses of Reggie White and Jerome Brown to the Brian Dawkins-led units that made Sundays at the Link Electric. Philly has always prided itself on blue-collar toughness, the kind of grit that mirrors the city's identity, and this team is carrying that tradition forward. You could almost hear Jason Kelsey's gravelly voice in that locker room afterward, rallying the guys. We fought, we bet, we didn't break. That's Philly football, boys. Defense wins championships, and we're just getting started. And outside the stadium, fans were chanting the words that have become part of Philadelphia's DNA. Fly, Eagles, fly. You can't fake that passion, you can't buy it. It's earned over decades of loyalty and heartbreak and triumph. Looking ahead, the road gets tougher. NFC East rivals are looming, and those aren't just games. They're battles written into the DNA of the NFL. The Cowboys, the Giants, the Commanders. These are fights that go beyond standings, fueled by history and pride. Dallas Week, in particular, always feels like a holiday in Philadelphia, with the city uniting in its dislike for the star on that silver helmet. The Eagles have questions to answer. Can the offense find consistency? Will the defense hold up under the weight of so many injuries? Can Hurts continue to balance his quiet leadership with explosive playmaking? What's undeniable is this. Right now, the Eagles are soaring. They're not flawless, but they're resilient. They're not dominant in every quarter, but they're finding ways to win, and that's the mark of champion. So buckle up, Philadelphia. This team is building something special, and the ride is only getting started. Whether it's the next brilliant wrinkle in the Tush push, another clutch defensive stand, or a late-season showdown with Dallas that has playoff implications, the Eagles are giving you reasons to believe. Keep your wings spread, keep your chants loud, and remember, no matter how ugly or beautiful the wins look, they all count the same. This is Philly football, and right now it's flying high.